So guys, welcome to another episode of my FIFA 16 Super League career mode with Real Madrid. Today, we're at episode number 5, and if you do go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure you go support it by dropping a like rating. Thank you guys so much for support on this series. Drop a comment down below that I can respond to, and make sure also subscribe if you are new around here. Enough talking from me, let's jump straight into the action in today's episode. The first game of today's episode is against Juventus in the Super League. Before we head into the first game of today's episode against Juventus, I just want to show you guys the league table quickly. As you guys can see, that we are sitting second. We're 4 points behind first, who are Bayern Munich. It is us and Bayern Munich, the only two teams in the Super League who are currently undefeated. We've played 8 games, we've won 5 of them, we've drawn 3 of them, losing 0. Bayern Munich is sitting first. They've won 7 and only drawn 1 and 0 losses. So they are the standout team, Bayern Munich. They have been destroying every team that has come up against them. So it really is important that we continue picking up our wins, because as you guys can see, we're sitting second. Slowly we can maybe be in that first position in the Super League. You guys know that this Super League is the best teams from all around the world. It is a very hard league. That is why that I use Real Madrid for this series, because it is going to test us. So without further ado, let's jump into the game against Juventus. This is an away game to Juventus, but like I did say, that this is a game that should be picking up 3 points against Juventus. They're a very strong side in the Super League, but not as strong as they were last season. Remember that they did have Vidal in the midfield. He's not at Juventus anymore in the Super League, so it's going to be a game which, in my opinion, we should be picking up all 3 points against. We've done very well this season, making sure that we haven't lost a game. Can we keep that up? We all know how well David De Gea has been playing throughout this series. He has been unstoppable in goals. And yeah, let's hope that he can keep that one up. Taking a look at the Juventus side for this game, Buffon, Liechtensteiner, Bonucci, Chiellini, Alexandra at the back, Marchisio, Isco, Khedira, Pereira, Mandzukic and Morata on top. Remember guys that Isco is playing for Juventus because during the transfer window, during the January transfer deadline day, not January transfer deadline day, but during the transfer deadline day, we did a massive swap in this career mode series. One of the biggest transfers in career mode history here on the channel. We offered Juventus £40 million plus Isco for Juventus player Paul Pogba. We all know Paul Pogba signed for the club, and what a signing Paul Pogba has been. But let's jump into this game, guys. It's going to be a really huge game against Juventus, and let's hope we can pick up 3 points. Isco, who plays it to Mandzukic, who plays it to Morata. Ball gets played through to Pereira. My defense is all over the place, and Pereira has scored, guys, in the 32nd minute. Juventus lead, and my defense was all over the place for that attack. You guys can see Juventus with a great attacking run. My defense was all over the place, like I did say. Jose Gaia out of position, resulting in that Pereira had a free shot on goal, and Juventus lead 1-0. Aguero's first touch of the game in the 35th minute. He plays a wide to Bale. Bale does well to cut inside. Aguero is going to hit the post in the 35th minute. Sergio Aguero, what a chance that was. The ball just fell to him. But they are going to get on the attack. It's Mandzukic. Still on it. Juventus still on it. Somehow Mandzukic has got to it, and he has just put that one wide. What a chance for Mandzukic to seal this victory for Juventus. A 1-on-1 with De Gea, and he puts it wide. Though in the 84th minute, Ronaldo with the cross. Can we get a header onto it? No, we can't. Ball falls out to Modric. Luka Modric still going. Cut it back. Luka Modric on goal. Luka Modric has scored in the 87th minute, guys. It's 1-1. What a finish from Modric. He tricked Khedira there. Khedira went in for the sliding challenge, but Modric just cut it back and smashed it into the front post. It's now Juventus 1, Real Madrid 1, and it looks like our unbeaten streak is going to continue. We sort of win it back, but Juventus straight on the attack. The shot has gone into the back of the net. After the 90 minutes, it's going to end Juventus 2, Real Madrid 1. We have suffered our first defeat in this Super League to Juventus right at the end, just when we thought we have done enough to at least secure 1 point. Juventus went on the attack and they did score. So the game is going to end Juventus 2, Real Madrid 1. Not the best way to start off today's episode. That is quite disappointing. After we did enough to get back into the game, we conceded straight from kickoff. But Ronaldo didn't have the best of games, but let's hope that he can hit back in the next game of today's episode, and let's jump into that game. The next game of today's episode is against Real Sociedad. This is a must-win game. We must hit back after that 2-1 defeat to Juventus, our first loss in the Super League. That is quite disappointing, but like I did say, let's head into this game against Real Sociedad. I have made huge changes to the starting lineup. As you guys can see, my changes to the starting lineup. Rafael Varane has come in. Carvajal has come into the right back position. I'm starting a 4-4-2 formation. Casemiro as a central midfielder. Jesse Rodriguez out on the right midfield. Cristiano Ronaldo will be starting as a striker alongside Sergio Aguero. Let's hope that Ronaldo starting as a striker could get him back into these games, because it is quite disappointing how he isn't really doing too much in the games. I do usually use him as a striker and ultimate team, but not really in career mode. But I am going to use him as a striker alongside Aguero, and let's hope that that partnership could work. Their man's onside as he plays it inside. The shot has gone into the back of the net, and after 4 minutes, Sociedad lead 1-0, and Casilla has just come back into the side after disappointing performance from De Gea in the first game, and he's already conceded. Carvajal. Here we go, Aguero over the top ball. It's going to find Cristiano Ronaldo, who hits the post. Ronaldo hits the post in the 35th minute. What a chance, guys, to level it at 1-1. Guys, that formation during that first half just wasn't working, so we need to make another change. It was a bit of a deep 4-4-2 formation, so I am going to change it up, and I am going to change it up to a 4-5-1, and I'm going to see how that goes. As we are going to make a change, Aguero will be coming off for Toni Kroos. James Rodriguez will be playing behind Ronaldo. Jesse Rodriguez out on the wing, and there's how our team's going to look like. So as you guys can see, Toni Kroos will be coming on for Aguero. I've changed the formation to the 4-5-2. James Rodriguez will be playing just behind Ronaldo, who will be playing as the lone striker. Here goes Bale. Ibarra in a bit of power. Gareth Bale saved from the goalkeeper. We've got a corner. Ronaldo crosses it in. The header from Gareth Bale has gone into the back of the net. And guys, we've leveled it at 1-1 in the 75th minute. Finally. So guys, the game is going to end 1-1. Real Madrid 1, Real Sociedad 1. We pick up 1 point from this game, but let's head into the final game of today's episode, and let's hope that we can pick up 3 points. Today's episode hasn't been the best. We haven't picked up 3 points at all in today's episode. We haven't really kept up that good momentum that we have been doing in the past couple of episodes. But as you guys can see, to end off today's episode, we have one of the biggest games in this Super League. It's Real Madrid versus Barcelona. It's the El Clasico in this Super League. Guys, it's going to be a huge game, and let's jump into it. It is time, guys. The El Clasico, Barcelona versus Real Madrid. This is the first El Clasico in the Super League. This is going to be a huge game, like I did say before. What a game this is going to be against Barcelona. You guys can see the league table. We're sitting 5th. Barcelona surprisingly sitting in 10th. This is a must-win game. Like I did say before, we haven't won a game in today's episode. A disappointing loss to kick off the episode, a 1-1 draw against Real Sociedad. Now to end it off, we need to pick up a win. This hasn't really been us. So far this Super League season, we've done quite well. We were undefeated going into today's episode, but our results haven't really gone our way in today's episode. But let's hope that we can hit back and end off today's episode with a massive win against Barcelona. Let's take a look at the Barcelona side for this game. Bravo in goals, Dani Alves, Vermaelen, Mascherano, Jordi Alba, Rakitic, Sergio Busquets and Iniesta in the midfield. Neymar, Suarez, no Messi for this game. It's going to be Vidal starting out on the right wing. Surprising to see no Messi in this game. Let's take a look at my Madrid side. There is only one change to the starting 11, and that is Paul Pogba coming in for James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez was a bit on low fitness. That is why Paul Pogba will be starting this game. We all know how well Pogba has been playing throughout this season. But let's jump into it, guys. What a game this is going to be against Barcelona. Hero, who plays it to Paul Pogba. We all know Pogba can take a nice long shot. It's Paul Pogba with the shot. And after 3 minutes, guys, we lead Barcelona 1-0. What a start to this game. Paul Pogba picks up another goal in this Super League. What a goal from Pogba. He skipped around Iniesta. Iniesta almost won the ball back too. Pulling Pogba's shirt a bit. But Paul Pogba with a fantastic finish. We lead Barcelona 1-0 after 3 minutes. What a start to this game. Bale does well to cut inside. Modric receives as he plays it to Paul Pogba, who plays it through to Jose Gaya, the left back who's pushed up. He loses it. Ball back to Pogba. Pogba has been insane in this crew mode so far. Still going Paul Pogba as he takes a shot, forcing Bravo with the save. But what a game Paul Pogba is playing. He has been unstoppable in this game. That's now his third attempt on goal. Bale has the corner. Gareth Bale with the cross. Can we get a header onto it? Yes, we can. And it's Pepe with the goal. And we lead Barcelona 2-0 in the El Clasico. What a header from Pepe. And the Barcelona fans are silent. There is barely any chance or anything going on right now. It is silent. We lead Barcelona 2-0. Pepe with a fantastic header into that top corner. Bravo went out trying to punch it. He got that one just over Vermaelen. And we lead Barcelona 2-0. This is a fantastic way to end off today's episode. Remember, guys, the game is not over yet. We're only in the 54th minute. Anything could happen. As you guys can see in the 66th minute, Messi has come on. As I was reading that, Barcelona on the attack through Suarez. Low cross. Iniesta has scored. I turned the ball over in the 68th minute. I was reading that Messi has come onto the ground for Vidal. What a game this is. Barcelona back in it in the 72nd minute. Can we pick up another goal from the corner? Cross comes in. Yes, we can. Pepe has got his head onto that one. It's now 3-1 against Barcelona. We've yet again silenced the crowd. We lead Barcelona 3-1 in the 72nd minute. Toni Kroos with the cross. But who else to get his header onto that one? Pepe has scored his second goal from the corner. And it's now 3-1 against Barcelona. Ramos to Modric. We're still looking for a fourth. Bale to Luka Modric. It is 4-1 against Barcelona, guys. Modric picks up a goal. What a performance. We lead Barcelona 4-1 in an incredible game. What a finish from Modric. After the 90 minutes, it is going to end Barcelona 1, Real Madrid 4 in our best performance to date in this Cream Mode series. We dominated Barcelona. 2 goals from Pepe, the unlikely of goal scorer. Pepe, the centre-back, picking up 2 goals. Modric picked up a goal for himself also, which was just fantastic. I was so happy the way that my team did play. Messi came on, and I was a bit of a distraction. You guys did see that I was actually reading that Messi did come on, and resulting in that Barcelona picked up a goal. Luis Suarez with a low cross to find Iniesta. But what a performance it was. A 4-1 win against Barcelona, and they are sinking down this table. But let's take a look at the league table before we do end off today's episode. With a disappointing episode to start it off, it was a great way to end off the episode with a 4-1 win over Barcelona. That is a dream game. But as you guys can see, after our disappointing performances, we've now dropped down to 4th position. Bayern Munich is still undefeated. They are sitting first, they're on 29 points. AS Roma, surprisingly, are in 2nd. They're on level points with Juventus, the team that did defeat us earlier on in today's episode. We suffered our first defeat. We are now in 4th position. We're on 22 points, level points with PSG, who are in 5th. Man City are in 6th. Barcelona down in 10th. Chelsea in 9th. Manchester United in 11th, which is quite surprising. The Down in the relegation zone is by Leverkusen, Napoli, and Atletico Madrid. Quite surprising. Arsenal in 14th, Dortmund in 12th, and that's really it from the league table. As you guys can see, we cannot afford another episode like today's one in the next episode. But if you guys did enjoy today's episode, what a performance that was to end it off, make sure you go ahead and click that like button. Thank you all so much for support on the channel. Make sure to drop a comment down below that I can respond to. Subscribe also if you are new around here, and I'll see you all on my next video.